Hello, and welcome back to Metro Exodus. As far as I remember...
We all remained silent
Yeah.
while the Aurora was running along the poison sea held at bay by the dam. We believed we'd be back. Now,
we are in our interim chapter, the autumn. Things are not going great with Anna. And in the last episode we more or less finished with exploring the train. If I remember correctly, we only have diary left. We did not check the diary. Some Taiga. I can't say I've ever been religious, but right now I'm begging all gods. Please watch over Anna and make the valley cure her of her affliction. In the meantime, Alyosha and I are on a recon mission. We have no idea of what is waiting for us there, though Alyosha seems convinced that there are going to be crowds of women eagerly anticipating his arrival. I've seen that one in the recaps. Okay. Slide down. The water was ice cold and the current was so strong I had no chance fighting it. I ended up dropping my backpack and weapons, but still got dragged into some stones and hit my head. Having regained my senses and climbed out of the water, I decided to put as much distance between myself and Riva as I could and entered the forest. After a short walk, I found a man tied up and left there so that the wolves could rip his guts out. He didn't look trustworthy, and those who had left him there could have been right, but it was simply too much. There must be some difference between people and wolves, after all. Having cut the rope, I left immediately. I didn't want to make small talk with him, and it was a good call. Later I learned that the locals hated all intruders, and I could hardly blame them for that. Not far from the place where I woke up, there were ruins of a children's summer camp. Despite its sorry state, the camp was not completely abandoned, as there I walked into some locals. Luckily they didn't make me for a bandit and shoot me. Still, despite their warning not to enter their turf, I was forced to take that risk. I simply had to cross their territory to get to my destination, and I didn't really have time to try and talk them into letting me through, so I just sneaked past their bodyguards. I knew it was probably not the best idea and would have arranged for proper negotiations had I had a way of contacting the Aurora, but my radio got drenched and fixing it was a complete impossibility, as both Tokarev and Crest remained on the Aurora. After some wandering in the forest, I managed to get caught into a primitive trap, steadying around a net that kept me suspended. My captors were discussing who would get my boots. They reminded me of kids too immersed in a game or something. These children of the forest were caught by the war in the camp, but managed to survive, despite the attacks from bandits and mutants. As far as I understood, eventually they divided into two factions, the pirates and the pioneers. Both similarly respected the word of some teacher, but seemed to differ in its interpretation. The pirates were more aggressive, ready to attack their perceived enemies, wherever those might be, while the pioneers, whom I considered the more civilized of the two, appeared more isolationist, concentrated on protecting their turf. Had we met under different circumstances, we might have reached an agreement with them. That time, though, we had definitely started off the wrong foot. I have no idea whom would boots eventually go to, though, as the conversation was rather suddenly joined by a giant mutant bear that chased my ill-fated captors away. This was not to be my last time meeting the master of the forest, as the locals called him. Setting off in the direction the surviving hunters vanished into, I found one of them, mortally wounded by the bear. It was my backpack he recovered from the river that kept him from running fast enough. I was ready to help him in any way I could, but sadly it was too late. I wish I could do something for him as thanks for my returning the vital piece of my gear I considered lost forever. I had to find Alyosha as soon as possible. I heard the hunters say that he was alive and awaiting a session of some forest court in their main camp up the river. I had to free him before the verdict was passed. By the time I arrived at the camp, Alyosha had already left, but at least I was able to listen in on a session of the Instructors' Council, where the pirates openly told of their plans to attack the Aurora, while the pioneers insisted on sticking to purely defensive tactics. The hostility of the pirates was somewhat understandable, as ever since the war the only visitors these people had were bandits and marauders which they had to fight to the death. No wonder they weren't expecting anything nice from the crew. Despite their usual ferocity towards their enemies manifest in withered bandit corpses hanging from the posts all over the valley, apparently there was a girl among the pioneers who in secret from the others let my friend go. Did she simply take pity on him, or did his fabled magnetism actually work? It certainly looked like this lady killer was not wrong in anticipating an adventure. I heard the locals say he was going towards the old church, which we had noticed from the railroad, so that place seemed worth checking out. At the base of the church, though, I was greeted by the master of the forest. Here this beast used to have no equals, but I thought it that man is, in fact, the apex predator. I just ran away, come on. The bear ruled the forest, but we once ruled the whole world. It should have been thankful to me for not being in the mood for killing. I only wanted to get to the church, otherwise the bear would have been dead. On my way there was a tiny abandoned village, an outpost of the children of the forest, which the bandit had captured and used to rally their forces in preparation of a serious push towards the main camp. While the locals didn't exactly give me a warm welcome, I couldn't let the bandits torture their prisoners freely. After getting rid of the executioners, I left. I couldn't really wait for help from the camp to arrive, time was running short. Instead of Alyosha in the church, I found Olga, the girl who had set him free. As I suspected, Alyosha was going to wait for me at the dam, so that's where I went next. Olga told me that to get to the dam I needed a boat, and even explained where to find one. I should remember to tell Alyosha she said hi. To reach the dam I had to cross a poison swamp, where the pirates had set up a veritable fortress to defend the valley from the advancing mutants. I must give credit where credit is due. These people had courage to spare. They proudly stood in the way of implacable threat that set on destroying their tiny world, just like our order defending the metro, losing people and ground, backing up ever further into the tunnels with every passing year, fully understanding the futility of our struggle but still refusing to surrender. However, they would attack anything that moved and wouldn't hesitate to shoot the moment they saw me, so I had to be extremely careful. Luckily I managed to pass through their fort unnoticed. Had I even won the fight against them all, what would happen to the valley without its defenders? After crossing the swamp, I ended up in dark maintenance tunnels, densely populated with my old friends, the spiderbugs. Having reached the fresh air again, I finally saw Alyosha. The dam was really close, and everything seemed to be coming together. You completely skipped the Admiral, didn't you? But it was too early to celebrate. The master of the forest was on our trail and catching up fast. There was no way of avoiding the fight to the death, and if not for Alyosha's timely intervention, the bear would have taken me along on a dive off the high cliff and straight onto sharp rocks. When Alyosha and I were getting ready to cross the final gorge before the dam using a zipline, the children of the forest caught up with us. Luckily they were led by Olga, an instructor well respected by the hunters. Alyosha had the good luck of getting acquainted with her during his stay in their camp, so we were let go peacefully. Still aboard the Aurora, there were bad news waiting for us. Anna's health had gotten much worse. And I believe we have seen autumn. Yes. Crew. Let's see, do we have something for Anna? Something? Some last paragraph or something? So this one mentions the wedding. Maybe it was after the Caspian. Yeah, it would have been really nice if they showed only the last, only like which one is the new one. Okay, let's read the last one. My fault is wider and deeper than just that. It was I who dragged Anna, my dearest Anna, out of Moscow. out of the metro where she could have lived a normal life, could have given birth to children, our children, dragged her where? To her death. In the river valley where the fresh air was supposed to cure her. The very valley we had to fight through half the country to reach. And Anna got even worse. Now her only chance is Railgun F, the medicine mentioned in the notes left by Katya's mother, and to give Anna that chance I'm ready to die. We're going to Novosibirsk. Colonel Miller. He considered me to be delusional and egotistic. I hated his closed-mindedness and stubbornness, but now I can feel the pain his inability to help the situation in any way causes him. He lost everything, all because of me. His only daughter, my beloved wife Anna, is all he has left to live for now. Thus, we must forget everything that stands between us to save her, or at least give our best try. And in the river valley we had such high hopes for, where we sunk Crest's railcar and were almost killed ourselves. Alyosha found just that. The love of his life, as he himself puts it, he found her and almost immediately had to leave her behind, since he, like a good friend that he is, couldn't abandon us before we reached our goal in Novosibirsk. Though I am sure that he will come back to his Olga after all, Alyosha hates farewells too much to never return. Oh, it was not only about Alyosha, was it? Oh, I think about you sometimes, Sam. Now that our journey is nearing its end, be it happy or otherwise, what will you do? You dedicated your whole being to us, first to the Order, then to saving your commander, and finally to saving my Anna. But what will you do once our train reaches the end of its line, in the middle of nowhere? Will you stay with us when the journey is really over? Your old man might still be waiting for you back in California, keeping tackle ready to go fishing once you come back. Aren't you going to visit him once the Aurora stops to never move again? Will you even hesitate to set out for home, even if that would mean walking to Vladivostok and swimming across the ocean? Is that a tiny hint to the DOC? Okay, Katya is beside herself with worry, and she blames herself for misattributing the symptoms of Anna's poisoning. Katya managed to stabilize Anna's condition after the bout during the wedding, and says she knows how to cure my wife, but she obviously doubts her own competence, constantly comparing herself with her mom, who used to be a real doctor and scientist. The Railgun F medicine Katya told us about seems to be Anna's only hope. There is nothing else to hope for, so I have to believe this medicine's power and Katya's ability. Katya promised me to make sure that Anna survives our trip to Novosibirsk no matter what. We only need to get there, and then it all depends on me. Katya, please be right. New World. Children of the Forest. These dwellers of a river valley we had hoped to settle in are a weird bunch. They look like overgrown kids too immersed in a game or something. Looks like the war caught them in the local camp, but they managed to survive despite the attacks from bandits and mutants. It seems that the valley dwellers are divided into two factions. We are aware of the factions, though. Let's see, I certainly saw shrimps, dogs, spider bugs. Yeah, probably those two. undisputed rule of the forests in the river valley we had hopes of settling in, this enormous mutated bear is a lethal threat to anyone it sees. Its thick bones and tough muscles are extremely resistant to firearms of any kind, save for the heaviest ones, but its thick fur seems rather susceptible to incendiary weapons. These gracious animals seemed a welcome change from the incredibly ugly mutants I got used to in Moscow and on the way to the valley, right until they tried taking a bite out of me. Incredibly dangerous in a pack, a wolf is by no means a threat you can dismiss, even when it's alone. Probably Helsing, right? What kind of a weapon would you expect children who grew up abandoned in a forest to produce? I personally didn't count on anything more complex than spears and bows, or some slingshots, but rapid-fire crossbows with fully interchangeable parts? Tokarev was quite surprised by the power and construction of their action, and he is not easy to impress at all. He says that such a crossbow is actually harder to make than a busted gun. So the pioneers have a machine shop and skills necessary to use it. Why didn't they go about making some firearms? To what end, though? In their forest, the crossbow's range is more than enough. It is silent, you don't need any chemicals to make bolts for it, and those bolts can be used repeatedly. And for cases when stealth is not a concern, the forest dwellers are mass-producing explosive bolts, so even in terms of lethality, this crossbow is not that really behind firearms, and will fit into our arsenal nicely, especially after Tokarev works his magic on it. Colonel Miller's trusted Railgun has been with him for a long time, and though Tokarev's constant care and plentiful modifications turned into an exceptionally accurate, powerful and reliable weapon, in stark contrast to some other specimens of the same basic scheme. And that was it for the diary. Now, I would like to once again check the train tail to head to make sure that I did not skip any conversation. Yeah, this dude just seems to be peacefully sleeping. Tokarev is silent as well. Do I have a railgun, you say? No, only Taiga or Helsing. I think I've lost Sam. Like, he used to be in the bar, but where he is now, I have no idea. Oh yeah, he is, yeah, guardian outside, yes, of course. Now that my ritual is complete, we can enter the dead city.
Anna isn't giving up. She believes in me, believes in us, and for a good reason. Thousands of kilometers of track behind us. We are finally approaching Novosibirsk, a dead city concealing her hope for life, the medicine that could save her, somewhere in its cold, irradiated heart. A year ago, we left the poisoned ruins of Moscow, and now we are about to enter another city stiff in the murderous embrace of winter and radiation. Will we ever find somewhere to live on the surface? Maybe. But for now, we're returning back into the bowels of Metro. Back to Savannah.
I like this little detail that's the spot on the map where we are going. Shows like the radiation activity warning sign. It's nice. 7,500 kilometers. It's kinda toasty here, eh? I must say that I was really anticipating getting back into the game. The game really draws me in, which is a very big compliment to it.
What do you know? We're here. Novosibirsk. I sure hope this time it's not another bunch of nuts.
The bridges are undamaged, and the radiation's climbing like crazy. I think there'll be no nutcases this time.
The houses are undamaged too. Sam, what's with the radiation?
8 times higher than in Moscow and still climbing, Colonel. I think we better not stay outside for too long here.
Oh, I cannot even measure this thing.
Are you ready, Artyom?
Oh, that's damn.
Follow me.
We are so bros now.
Good luck. You can rely on us.
This was so epic. Okay. Cool. We are not even going along the track, but okay. The Colonel and I have to get to the Institute's main building in the city center. The safest way there is through the metro, and there is a station at the adjacent square.
Still, time is short, so we're taking the direct approach. Let's refresh the plan. Yermak, we'll take the Aurora south to the Sibirskaya cargo station. I marked it, Stepan.
Krist, Sam, Idiot, and I will handle the Institute building in Akadem Gorodok. We'll pay a visit to the Railroad Museum on the way. There might be something
Alyosha,
for the Aurora there.
I've stayed to guard the Aurora with Tokarev.
Good. Artyom and I are checking the Institute's main building. Radiation is way too high here, so we'll try to get there through the metro. Well, let's get to it. Good luck, Spartans. Good luck. Good luck.
The tension is running high.
Are you going out on a mission to save Aunt Anna?
Yes. Could you please watch over her for us until Artyom and I come back? Please?
Of course. Teddy and I will be her guard. Will you help me, Teddy? Private Teddy mission acknowledged.
She picked up this
Goodbye,
game
Uncle
pretty
Artyom.
good. Thank you.
Don't worry about Aunt Anna. Teddy and I will watch over her.
I'm sure you will.
Hush, shh. She's sleeping. Are you leaving?
Why are you without a gas
Yes.
mask? Your daughter
I
is
hope
with.
you'll
Well,
make it
okay,
in
yeah, that
time.
makes sense.
Anna is strong. She'll be here for you. She definitely will. Just make sure you come back.
Thank you, Katya.
Come in, Artyom. The attack ended. I did my best. So you don't have to worry. Her pulse is strong. She's just exhausted. She'll probably sleep till tomorrow now.
Don't think we have a lot of time to waste.
Come back soon.
It's not like it's
See, you
wasting
will be
time.
the
Okay,
best
yeah.
medicine. Anna is strong. She will win this fight. Just make sure you come back. Good luck, Artyom.
Your gear, Colonel Sir. Thank you. Artyom, this is no Moscow where you could Loiter outside for months. Who knows what monsters live here? So think well what to pack. I'll be waiting at the car.
Gear up, Artyom. I cleaned your guns and put all the ammo and resources we had left in here. You're going to need it.
Thank you. So, I do have quite a selection of guns, right? Huh.
With it or on it?
You ready?
We are. So, Artyom, here's your chance. Our last chance to save Anna. We must make it count. Saddle up.
Artyom, promise me this one thing. You guys get there and back quickly. We cure Anna, and we all go back to searching for a place to live. Okay?
I hear you, but I cannot give such promises. I mean, even here the radiation is 8 times higher, so we might be very, very screwed.
You keep overwatch. I'll be busy watching the road. It's not squeaky clean, I'm sure. Good luck, gentlemen. We are her last hope now. All those carriages stuck here. A failed evacuation, I presume. Let's try to get into the square behind the station. The metro entrance should be there. All right. Walking here would be easier, but we should minimize our exposure. So here goes nothing.
Man, I don't see crap. Thank you.
So, how do you find the road to your dream? Do you wish we never set out? I can see that. Well, let's put those feelings away for the moment, Artyom. We can handle this.
Oh, I thought my window was frozen.
I think we can get out through there. Hold on! A lot of cars. The army had the traffic blocked. The town got hit smack in the middle of evacuation.
Oh, I do see an entrance. That's kind of frozen, right?
We're definitely not entering the metro through here. Too much snow. Take the wheel, Artyom. I'll handle the navigation. We'd better use the map here. No time for driving in circles. All right. The map puts the metro entrance quite close to our position.
I'm just driving where I see the road.
This road should get us to the city center. Take it, but keep looking around. There might be a way into the metro on the way.
I don't see any way
So much
to go
snow,
left or right.
and the storm is getting worse by the minute.
I only so far see the road straight.
Weird feeling. The buildings are intact, but the city is dead. Don't you think Moscow was better, eh?
It was definitely not better. Not worse as well. I mean, come on.
All right, okay. Turn right. There's nowhere else to go. Try the courtyard on the left.
Dude, that's literally the only way I
Don't
can go.
rush it. We're done for if we get stuck. Go straight here. Careful, Artyom. Careful. The weather's still getting worse, as well as the radiation. We can't stay here. Turn left. There. That way should take us back to the main road. God damn it! Another car pile! It seems like a tank passed through here. Let's follow it.
Okay.
Damn. I hope the car could take us further. We'll have to walk from here. And we'll have to be quick. The radiation's rising. The tilters won't last long.
How did you already end up there?
Come on! Let's go! We have to move or we're done for! We're approaching a large intersection. The station entrance should be right past it. Watch out! The snow is deep. Move on!
I'm following every step. You don't need to control me. I'm right behind you.
This is the spot! We might be able to get into the metro here!
It's a hole in the ground, though. I almost fell.
Through the bus!
I think it's a wise idea. Well, I certainly am going down. Oh. I think those are rail cars.
We're finally here. Let's find a way to the city center. That's what I call a cave-in. Got any ideas on how we get into that tunnel?
We can try to open a rail car.
Through the carriage. I'll help you open that. Let's do this. Skeletons all around. These have been here for at least 20 years. Let's move on and keep your eyes peeled. These guys can't hurt us, but the survivors might.
You are a very
We need to
optimistic
get to the
dude, are you
Lenin
not?
Square station. The Institute is a stone throw from there. The metro isn't very deep here, and with the radiation so high, the locals probably didn't last long. It's a bit safer down here, though we've already taken at least triple the norm up there. The tunnels. This is just like back home. We're in our element here. What do you know? The air is breathable.
We're back in our element, the metro. Now we have to get to Lenin Square.
Mutants again. Going to have a go at us. Let them try, I say. The straightway is blocked. Take a look around, Artyom. We need to get into the tunnel next to ours. Artyom, hold on! Take this! Are you okay? Good. Oh, let's see how you like some of this! Whoa! Incoming! Get ready! Damn, these are probably related to the mutants from back home. And this metro is crawling with them. I guess we can handle these.
So the clear disadvantage of having extended magazine is the reload speed. It feels very, very increased compared to the standard magazine. Oops. No, not that one.
So much dust. Abandoned a long time ago. Look around here, Artyom. You might find something useful. That's how they were surviving. Due to that green stuff. That radio protector the military issued. And then their stores ran dry. But the radiation was still there. And that was it.
Shall we go?
Watch out! It's all rotten. Don't fall in.
Usually after these words, you fall in.
Another dead end. The bridge is down. There are usually 2 levels in such collectors. Let's try to get through down there. We could squeeze through here. Seems rather shallow.
Do we know what hides in the water?
Did you hear that?
Seems rather shallow, my ass. I'm so glad to find some ammunition there. I know that I'm using much more than I can find, but still. Anything is much more helpful than to craft all of it myself. I mean, I do expect myself eventually to run out of ammunition at all. And just to be left with the balls in this thing. Dude, I don't like those things.
There's something in the water. We'd better get out.
Oh, only now you think of that?
We could get out here. And here are the locals. Reminds one of that execution pit in Moscow, doesn't it? 1,000 kilometers later, and we're at an execution pit again. I wonder if they were called spies too.
To OSCOM Rapid Response Group Commander Lieutenant Colonel Hlebnikov, you are hereby ordered to deliver the captured rioters to the Special Department and move out to take defensive position at Sibirskaya station at once. OSCOM Chairman Vinogradov. Murderers.
These people died a year ago at most. There might still be survivors. Stay at the ready. Come up and watch out. What could have happened here? They were. Doesn't seem like a war at all.
I did not like the grate. That's why I'm following the dude. He's not stepping on the grate. I'm not stepping on the grate.
I don't like these supports. The whole thing could collapse at any moment. Let's see. Oh, look at this dust. Seems solid enough. Let's go.
You just questioned the whole support system, man. And your next phrase is like, it looks good enough?
We're in a station's outskirts. Wait, I'll pop a flare. Damn. This was war after all. They'd been defending with these armored trolleys, and when those were taken out, they blew the tunnel up. The reinforcements never arrived. Let's go to this station. We might find something out there.
Civil War at its finest, eh? I think this is the Sibirskaya station.
Are you alright? I'm seeing things too. Radiation. We did catch quite a lot of it. Another grave. This is where the battle ended. Let's check that gate out. It should lead to the next station. Huh? What was that? Shh. There, again. What the hell? Mutants! Open fire! Behind you! Why, you? That was close. Damn it. I thought I was seeing things again. The dead rising. We walked right into their lair.
Yes.
At least we're alive. Let's open that gate. Give me a hand, Artyom.
Yeah, give me a moment.
Come on.
Quite rusty.
That's enough. Let's go. As far as I understand, this is Sibirskaya, a line transfer station.
Perhaps we need to put our masks back. I mean, I'm just saying.
So much dust.
Look, you were in completely different part of the...
Time ago.
You are one creepy old dude, you know that?
Look around here, Artyom. You might find something useful.
I sure hope so. Yeah, a sniper ammo. One bullet, to be precise. Cool. Okay, we have 2 sniper bullets. Amazing, eh? Weathered report to OSCOM Rapid Response Group Commander Lieutenant Colonel Hlebnikov. In response to your request, I hereby report that during the interrogation, the captured have stated that their main motivation behind their participation in the mass rioters was their general dissatisfaction with their economic and social situation. Quotes, "We work our asses off in the dirty tunnels, and you have a classy living down there. I haven't eaten a feel of meat in 10 years, though I am raising them pigs at the farm. We only get 1 measly dose of green stuff a month, which is nothing, while you pack bags full of it." Still, the final push for them to join the rioters was, as the group leader puts it, an alleged conspiracy in the OSCOM leadership. So you think that since you're dismantling those cars here in the boonies, we don't know stuff? But you're wrong about that. We know it all. The committee, bigwigs, are setting up to flee the city like the rats that they are, so they are hogging up all the green stuff. Ain't that so? You're gonna leave us here to die. We knew it all since winter. Why did they have to take half of our guys? Topside to clear out the tracks. Why the sudden order to bring the diesel online? It's been parked here for ages. We were about to take it apart and now you want us to fix it? Don't think we're dumber than rocks. After their interrogation, the rioters, due to them being undeniably guilty of sabotage, were handed off to the disposal unit as per standard procedure. OSCOM Special Department Investigator, Переплетчик. Standard procedure.
Don't forget that we're short on time, though. The Institute is still far. I just hope the others are doing better. All of the metro systems were built similarly, so there should be a ventilation well here.
Do we know where Sibirskaya? Over here, yeah. The green one. Do we know where the Lenin is? The death station, they say? And I have no idea where the institute might be. Yes. I have a feeling as if we are actually supposed to head this way. So I wanna go back. Oh yeah, maybe there is nothing else to check out here. Yeah, okay. Never mind that.
All right. If we move forward from here, we should get into the ventilation tunnel, and from there to the next track tunnel. That piece of iron.
What are you pointing at? Wait, the tracks?
Did you hear that? Weapons at the ready. Hey, and that grate is loose. Check it out, will you? Check that pipe out. I'll watch your back. Come on, I'm covering you. Shit! Wait! Come on, I'll give you a boost. Follow him to good luck.
We met a boy here who apparently sets up traps but doesn't run very fast. Okay, I'll play this game. Oh, you are waiting for me. Cool of you. Yeah, the music is very tense. I don't feel tense though, so... The dude was not very successful at blocking my way out, was he? Is this some kind of livable area? No? Because, well, I see shacks. There is nothing of interest, is there?
He didn't run through here, I've noticed. Check that side out. I'll have a look here. Come out, boy! Enough hiding! Nothing to fear. We just want to talk.
Some bugs.
Come out, boy! Enough hiding! Nothing to be afraid of! Oh! Grab him, Artyom! Stop! Where do you think you're going? Finally! Why did you run? Come on, speak up, soldier. Identify yourself.
Private Kirill Klebnikov, Oscar, Rapid Response Unit. And you won't get another word from me, so you can kill me now.
Klebnikov? All right, Private. We mean no harm to anyone. Just take us to your commanding officer.
What do you mean you mean no harm? I'm from Moscow. Aren't you with them?
Them? Yeah, I don't know who you mean by that. But if they kill children, we're definitely against them. So, you can take us to your commander.
Why do you want to see him?
We're on an important mission, details of which may only be disclosed to ranking officers. You just have to take us to them. Besides, you don't really have much choice.
All right.
No monkey business, mind you.
Now, I think this is a wonderful point for us to make a stop. This is a nice introduction to the new chapter. I mentioned that I anticipate returning to the game. But then this force chase episode, yeah, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for like the atmosphere of like this, sadness, destruction, like the clear evidence of stupidity of human actions sometimes. So I enjoy walking the tunnels, but then I'm getting concerned about my resources when I fight the mutants, and I don't feel like I really need to chase the kid because like we're gonna get him in any case. So yeah. Anyway, thank you for staying with me. I hope you enjoy my company and my gameplay. If that's the case, then by all means leave me a like and subscribe to the channel, or otherwise let me know down in the comments what I can improve for you. I hope to see you next time. Have a nice day out there, and bye.